Hello and welcome back to another part in my DIY analog synthesizer video series. Okay, so I'm going to be doing a bit of a continuation with my journey with the Jasper EDP Wasp synthesizer clone. As you can see here, just a bit of a progress update. I've managed to get all the resistors in and all the necessary diodes. There's one particular point here I haven't put the diode in yet because I plan to socket this, because this is an option to have an external trigger or not. So I think if I socket this, at least you have the option to quickly change that. I'm just waiting for a few other bits and pieces to come through the post. I've pretty much got all the ICs that I need for this, which are pretty much these are CMOS sort of 4000 series, which are used. We've got a lot of flip-flops in there, 4013s. We've got some D-type flip-flops in there and sort of hex inverters and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, have a look around and sort of you can do your own research on what those chips actually do. It's a funny kind of setup, because I initially read that this was actually digital oscillators, and I'm not quite sure how the digital side actually works, because it's not digital in the sense that it's software. It's sort of CMOS chips, which are sort of still based on sort of physical transistors on the die of the chip. So yeah, it's quite a unique style synth, UK designed back in the 70s, and here we are embracing this thing once again back in the 2020s, and obviously you still have the Behringer clone as well. So I've just kind of been trying to sort of gather a few bits up. I've got some pretty much gone through the bill of materials and gathered up all the electrolytic capacitors that I need. I've got a bit of a ribbon cable here, but this is for the link which goes on the underside of the board, which goes from here to where is it gone? It's funny, that wrong way round. Right, so it goes from here to here. So we link the cable from here to here. I'm going to put a header connection on the top of that, on the top side of it here. It's one of the MTA 100 sort of header connectors. And I also have this little bag here, which I think I showed before in the unboxing, which is just sort of some trimmers that you get supplied with the kit. And these are actually, I've kind of looked into this, these are not MIDI, they look kind of like MIDI, but they're linked to allow you to link this up to other EDP synthesizers and things like the sequencer. There was one called the NAT, which was a smaller one oscillator version. There was also, what else was there? There was something called a Spider, which I think is a sequencer. And obviously you've got the things like the Wasp Deluxe. Now I think this is actually kind of based on a little bit of a hybrid. It's got a little bit of a few features which was only available on the Wasp Deluxe. So it's a little bit of a mishmash between the actual Wasp Deluxe and the actual original Wasp. There's a few features which I'll show you on the front panel on another video. So yeah, that's my bag of chips. No salt and vinegar on that one, I'm telling you right now. Okay, and that's these are very kind of strange looking potentiometers. So these kind of, they turn and they click, so it's kind of like they have a sort of a designation where they act as an on-off switch as well. Well, I know at least one of them does anyway, which is sort of like power and volume. As you can see here, we've just got this is where all these sort of power connections. I'm kind of trying to think to myself, do I want to panel mount this so we have an end cheek and we'll have all the breakouts, all the in-outs on this side, or should I fly everything off of leads and take it to the back and have it nice tidy like most synths are concerned? Yeah, this is just a bag of components and C0G multi-layered ceramic capacitors which go in certain places. I'm not sure we specifically had to have those capacitors, but I'm just kind of sticking to the rules, to be honest with you. Don't want to get too feisty with it right now. And we have some Lorlin sort of multi-turn 6-position switch as well. It's actually, I think they're about 12 way. If you take this nut off, there's a little washer with a small pin which faces downwards, and you pop that into the number of turns. It's numbered, so you pop that into the number of turn positions that you want. So if you see these, have a look out for these. Don't necessarily say, well, because it's 6-way, I'm not going to buy that, I need 12 ways, because like I said, they're kind of, I think they're all kind of based on one generic sort of design, and you can sort of determine how much you need. So there we go. We've just got our in out, and that will and sit on our positions right here. Yeah, so that's all there is to show for it at the moment. Steady progress. Like I said, I'm waiting on a few bits and pieces. I'm a little bit, what's the word? Not confused, but I'm kind of a little bit still, well, yeah, I am confused. Let's stop lying about it. I'm a little bit confused as to what the correct potentiometers are for these positions, because there's a few options. It doesn't actually specify whether or not you need the 6mm or the 6.35, and I've heard there could be a difference. I don't know if it makes a difference if you use the D shaft. What it states is they're 16mm 16mm potentiometers, and it just states the sort of whether or not they're log or they're linear or reverse log, etc. So yeah, there we go. That's day 2. Just in case you're wondering why this bubble up here, this is just to protect the sort of I can't think of the word for this. This is the sort of pressure plate. I can't think of the correct terminology for this, but that's not a big issue right now. But yeah, so just to protect that. And yeah, I will catch you guys soon. Like I said, I'm just still waiting on some bits and pieces, and hopefully at some point in the next couple of weeks I can give you a progress update and at least get this fired up to an extent. So if anybody out there who knows about this Wasp kit and can actually tell me exactly what the correct potentiometer I need, and send me a link in a comment, that would be so much appreciated. Anyway, take it nice and easy, people, and I'll see you around.